I'm not gonna lie, bro. Today was a rough one for me psychologically. I did end up coming out on top with a small dub, but I had a generational fumble. I fumbled my first ever 5-digit trading day, and I'm just gonna quickly show you guys how that happened and why I am not 5 digits richer than I was yesterday. To start off, coming into the day, we're pretty bullish. I don't really want to get too deep into this again, but basically, Nasdaq is an inherently bullish index, so is the S&P, and we're near all-time highs. We can expect a continuation up to there and then continuing after as well. Today that did not happen. We actually rejected really well off the all-time highs, but that's kind of the expectation coming into the day. So I had these marked out. There was a couple of other draws that I was paying attention to, like when market opened, we hadn't yet taken out any of these highs that I'm marking out here. So I was kind of paying attention to these as potential places for a rejection, but the ultimate goal, like if you look on like the 4 hour, was definitely these all-time highs up here. And then on the S&P, it was definitely more clear what we were going for, right? We had already surpassed these highs, and these highs look super clear up here. I mean, we were trading there, and it almost seems like the S&P rejects a lot harder than Nasdaq does. The S&P really just seems to like take these draws out nicely and then reject. Like, look at this perfect like tick there, like to the tick almost, took it out, pushed lower. Even on this hourly, like you'll see we got a little bit of a rejection out of here. Like it just seems to reject harder versus Nasdaq, like is coming through all these hourly highs, just pushing above them, not caring. So with that being said, I was looking for basically this to get taken out before I expect a rejection lower. So first I was looking at the S&P just because, like I said, it looked more clear, less places for a rejection. We're looking super bullish. I mean, you can look at any time frame here, like 5 minute, 15 minute, like super bullish. I wanted those highs bad, so I'm like, all right, basically off any retrace, I'm going to enter. And that being said, I mean, you could consider this a small retrace, but I was really looking for like something maybe into one of these fair value gaps, but we really got nothing, like just super bullish today. So I was not able to find an entry here because once we got up to like this point, you could consider this a good enough retrace, like tap into this gap, push higher to trade. But like, I mean, at that point, we're only, you can see like a couple points away. Like I'm not taking this trade for 1.75 points. Like my stop loss would want to be like down here. Like that just doesn't make sense at that point. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm just going to look at NASDAQ, see that we do have those all-time highs, right? We had started pushing above some of these highs. I'm thinking, okay, maybe we're going to start pushing up to there. So I'm looking at this, and once we had this retrace right here, I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't too bad. We did just take out this high, but all-time highs are looking really strong. Like I said, we're inherently bullish, super bullish. Like we want that to get taken out. So I did end up entering longs after this small retrace. I waited for this candle to close, kind of started pushing higher a little bit. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to enter off of this. So I entered like right here with my TP, of course, at these all-time highs, and then my stop loss. I didn't really feel like there was a great place to put it today, just because normally I'm putting it below like the retrace leg or something, but I wasn't going to put it all the way up here, and there wasn't just a great place. So I did like 25 points just to give the trade like just some room to run. But I was feeling super bullish. I thought like it's not even gonna matter, we're just kind of gonna go up. So I don't know, the stop loss was just kind of like slightly arbitrary. It didn't matter anyways because I ended up going break even, and this is where the fumble comes into place. Like looking at this, you would think that this is just a beautiful trade, right? Basically like caught this little bottom here and then pushed higher, but I did end up going break even at this candle here. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but the liquidity just seems so strong on ES. Once we took out this high, I'm thinking, okay, like we edged it right here. I was just like, it started rejecting slightly. I'm like, all right, we might just totally reverse off this. Like I want all-time highs, but it started reversing a little bit, like, and it started slowing its momentum here. And I'm just thinking, okay, maybe we're going to start pushing down. And honestly, like as soon as we take out a high to the left, like, I'm just like, I normally just go break even just because I'm thinking, okay, we took out this high to the left, like at this point, and imagine we were trading up here. Like I didn't go break even at the close of this candle. I was going break even like when this candle was pushing up here. I'm thinking like, okay, all-time highs are super clear, just gonna go break even, ES is rejecting. So if it does happen to totally reject, then I get taken out of the trade. Oh well, I get my break even. But I imagine it's either just going to push higher or reject because of ES. So I'm going to go break even. So, had I taken this trade, would I have gone break even even again. Not gonna lie, I probably would. So I don't really know what I would have changed here. Maybe, like I said, I could have waited for a little bit more. I was thinking, like, I was just looking at this after the fact, and I was thinking maybe I could have waited for like another hourly like draw to get taken out. Like we had this here. I'm going to mark it out in orange so you can see, like, I could have maybe waited for another higher time frame draw for me to decide, okay, after this candle we could have gone break even. But like I said, I'm not trying to be too critical. Like, I just followed my system and it is what it is. But it's just tough on a day like today. You know, we're so freely bullish. For anyone that trades continuation, like, this is literally one of the freest plays ever. I know I'm going to open TikTok and see some people that ran up some bread today, and I'm going to unfortunately not be like that. I did end up catching a little bit of money on my Top Step accounts. I'll show that now. I mean, I got like $60 just from the fill. It slightly wicked up when it hit my break even. So $60.40 across 5. So like $300, but it doesn't even count as a trading day on Top Step for the payout. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care. Obviously, I'm stressing more of this, you know, generational fumble here. But even though I'm calling it a fumble, like I said, that's kind of for the video, of course. You know, it's tough, but I wouldn't have probably done it differently. So was it really a fumble? I don't know. Not really to me, because, you know, I just followed my system, and that's all you can really do at the end of the day is follow your system. And these things do happen. But again, it is just a tough one. If you didn't make it through the whole video, I appreciate you staying and watching. And if you did take a trade today, comment below what you took so I can see some people that took bangers while I sat out on my break even today.